Welcome back to the second segment of the Tax Time Show. In today's episode, Mr. Ajay Kumar of Sai CPA Services has been giving and sharing with us information regarding EIDL, Economic Injury Disaster Loan, and the new changes that government has just announced through SBA, Small Business Administration, and how now this loan is becoming so easy for the business owners to get that. All you need to have LLC, and if you have established LLC, I understand there is nothing more to check. Once you have LLC and then it's in a good standing and everything, you can apply for the loan.
You don't even have to have an LLC.
Good standing. Okay.
You can have
any
a
company.
C Corp,
That's right.
S Corp,
yes.
Partnership, proprietorship. You have a business. The best part is you don't need to have a history behind the business. You don't need to have a 2 years history, 3 years history. Getting the SBA loan used to be a painful task. Nobody wanted the SBA loan.
Yes.
People were trying to go through the private business loan,
yes.
private banking, only because getting the SBA loan was very, very difficult. Now, under the corona situation, they have streamlined the SBA program. The downside is the maximum they have is $150,000. The upside is almost anybody can qualify for this loan. So it's very, very easy, streamlined, express loan process.
Interesting. If anyone can qualify for this loan, which is a good news, is there a loan forgiveness program?
Well, there is a grant associated with it.
Which is $10,000. Maximum $10,000.
But
yes.
Something is something. So that $10,000 maximum is a grant. That's forgiving. You don't have to return it. But rest of the money is a loan that must be returned.
Okay.
At 3.75% in 30 years, with the first year interest being deferred.
As I'm listening to you, and I'm sure on behalf of viewers, I'm getting all the information from you, and it sounds really good. When can I apply?
You can apply now.
Really?
Absolutely. So
Okay.
SBA has opened up the website. You can go to the SBA website. You don't really know the SBA website, just type SBA EIDL on Google. The very first link you get is the application link. It's a very easy, streamlined process. It should not take you more than an hour to apply, and you have the loan in 3 to 4 weeks.
Do you also assist them? Do you assist your clients or anybody who contacts you regarding this?
Yes, that's a great question, Sanjeev. I strongly advise our viewers to work with their accountant, work with their CPAs for this loan. It's a large amount. The last thing you want is to push in some information that's not right, that's incorrect, that can cost you either not getting the loan or getting a very, very small amount of loan.
Okay.
So it's a good idea for you to be working with your accountant hand in hand.
Very good. Okay, that's what I wanted to know, because it can get complicated and it's better to get an advice, because then your personal taxes and all the things also comes into picture, if not now, down the road. So you
absolutely. And the SBA will try to verify the information you are submitting.
True.
So they will say how much is the revenue, 12 months of trailing 12 months revenue, meaning from up until January 2020, what were the revenues. So if you are not an accountant, you probably wouldn't really see the number. If you're looking at your 2019 tax return, you see the number till December end. You wouldn't really have the January. So with the help of the accountant, you can add January 2020 and subtract January 2019 to get the trailing 12 months over there. So it's a good idea to be working hand in hand with the accountant.
Okay, good point. Now, what if somebody just started the business, not making money, just recently started it, let's say open LLC maybe before pandemic and beginning of 2020, with a dream and the hope to say, okay, I'm going to start my business and I'm going to work on it, and hasn't made a penny?
Absolutely. So the intent behind the loan is, if you are affected with this economic injury disaster that we are considering, you are qualified for this loan. As long as you have an LLC, the corporation, the partnership opened before February 15th. As long as the incorporation date, the formation date is before February 15th, it doesn't matter if you had any transaction in this business. Even if you had 0 transaction in this business, you just formed the LLC, the business just did not start because the coronavirus thing started, you still qualify for this loan.
Interesting, very well. There's one point that you wanted to make out regarding PPP, and the title of that is "Do Not Rush." What exactly you're trying to say regarding PPP?
I'm glad you reminded me. So under the PPP program, the guidelines initially were that you have to use this money within 8 weeks. If you don't use the money within 8 weeks, the payroll portion of it will not be forgiven. Now the government has given up to 24 weeks to use this money, and they have reduced the limit from 75% to 60%. That's mandated for the payroll. So the idea is, do not rush to hire the employees if you don't need them. What a lot of small businesses were doing, if they need 5 employees, they were calling all the 10 employees back on the payroll just so they can pay them now, and they don't have to return the money. So the idea, the intent is, if you need 5 people, you call 5 people. If you need 7 people, you call 7 people. You don't have to call everybody if you don't need everybody. Let them claim the unemployment. They will be better served by claiming the unemployment, because up until July 31st, under the PUA Act, these people are getting $600 more on top of the regular unemployment.
Good point. Very good. So you don't have to rush, and that's why you need to study and understand all these things very, very carefully. Should you have any questions, whatever we have discussed in these 2 segments, or even during the show, what we're going to discuss remaining of the show, should you have any questions, please do not feel bad to send us an email. TextTime@tvasiausa.com. That's our email ID. Any question is relevant. No question is a silly question. TextTime@tvasiausa.com. Mr. Ajay Kumar of Sai CPA Services will personally reach out to you, answer your question, so that way you have clear understanding of this matter. And one thing you want to do is, and then you should know, is that not to take advantage of this situation. This loan money is coming your way to help you and your business. Follow the instruction attached with it very, very carefully. 30 years is a long time, but you will have to pay that money back. So
I'm
understand.
glad you mentioned it.
Yes.
So it's a SBA loan is meant for economic injury. If you really don't need the loan, if you're not affected, you should not.
You should not, exactly. But if should you wish to do it, then follow all the conditions attached with it, and that's why you need someone like Mr. Ajay Kumar or Sai CPA Services. Once again, our email ID is texttime@tvasiausa.com. I'm going to take a break, and after the break, we're going to have a lot more information coming your way. So please stay with us.